early 1912 when the Spanish-American War ended. So the U.S., the American take over ruling the island. But we learned this technique from the early days. And I was talking about oven. The way they operate oven is that, for baking. The baker was taught this with anything that is fast to burn, like bamboo, coconut leaf, or anything that is fast to burn. You don't need charcoal. You need flame to heat it up. Okay? And when you heat it up, in about an hour time, this will go between probably 300 degrees to 400 degrees or even more. So the baker once in a while will come over, feel it, and that will tell the baker when it's ready to clean it out. So the baker will clean it out and all the debris will pull it out and just let it sit there to cool up. It is very adequate, very dependable. You could bake bread here, any pastries, roast chicken, roast pig, anything that you want to bake, And we do this here by request. Sometimes people will request to operate this and do some pastries here or anything like that. Today, everybody has a conventional oven at home, just like refrigeration. And I'll be talking about refrigeration, about the way the people preserve their food, and so and so. Okay. Everything is ready for you to stuff in. Once you clean it out, you put everything in and you cover it. The baker will once in a while come by and look. And when it's ready, then start to pull it out. And put it on the, to pull it off. The basic tool, actually, you need a broom to sweep all the, the ashes. And then the second time you use the broom, you have to make it wet to collect more ashes.
Can you get another bucket?
Yeah. Yeah. Another thing is that, you prepare everything, whatever you're baking. And this is a pan handle. You press your handle here, and then to align it, let's say 4 or 5, you align it with this, and then you cover it up. At the, when it's the baker feel that it's too hot, there is a relief hole in the back to release the temperature. And it is, like I said, it is very dependable. There's new people coming in different time. So they'll clean this out, and of course clean it. And then everything is prepared for you to put it in. Then you cover it up. And this was actually started back in the early 40s. Tomorrow people use open fire, like a stove, but they never developed oven until the early 1940s. You could do some pastries here. You could do baking chicken, and you could even roast pig here. Yeah. And you could see people how back then in the 40s, we don't go to the store and buy bread or anything like that. They go to the baker and buy their bread early in the morning. The baker will wake up very early in the morning and start preparing it. And that's how, today, we're very dependent. Whatever we need, we go to the store. But back then, it's a lot different. Okay? This is all about the oven. Here is about 2 types of weaving. Bandana leaf weaving, as well as coconut leaf weaving. Coconut leaf weaving is very easy to do. Let me just give you a comparison. This is bandana leaf weaving, and that's the leaf right there. The long leaf there is cornet leaf. This is coconut leaf. It's very common. coconut leaf basket and everything is intended for going out. And the tree trade actually is being a farmer, being a fisherman, or being a hunter, or you could be anything in the tree. So probably back in the 40s, everybody's a weaver. Wow, you're going fishing, you just cut a coconut tree, count how many leaves you want to start weaving. And without even sitting down, you keep weaving it on your way. And this could only take about 15 minutes to do it. This could take a day or more to do it. And that is the difference. Bandana leaf is more stationary at home. You don't really take it out. And this bandana leaf could outlive this. Coconut leaf will start deteriorating in about a year time. This could go to so many years, 20 years, as long as you keep it dry. So that's the difference between the two. But it's very common. No plastic bag, no paper bag back in the 40s. But that's the way how the people live. The only basic tool, and we call this seed, you don't use this here, but you use it here. There's three sides here actually that you use it. By the way, we call this seed. The pointed one is for sizing and inserting. This is bandana fiber. See, the weaver will start stripping, and you can see the difference between these two here, from 1/8 of an inch to 1/2 inch. So that's the weaver decide what to do. So it's for stripping as well as inserting. When I said inserting, probably you need additional fiber here. So you poke in between and insert to continue with your weaving. On the side here is to straighten up and make it flat, and also to make it more soft. Okay, so this is the purpose of the side. Back here is when you're done weaving, there's a lot of excess material, so you need to remove those excess material. Okay, so the weaver use the back here for cutting and start cutting it, just like this one. We don't really want to make this thing sharp here because we deal with children too here, and they may touch it and get hurt. But actually this will be very sharp, so it will cut fast, Bandana leaf and coconut leaf. Any questions so far? We even use bandana for our night lamp. This is coconut oil. You pour the coconut oil here. It is a must that you like to make coconut oil because you use it for fuel. At night time you need light. Of course, the people, I could imagine back in the 40s, people are just doing their chores every day, making coconut oil, anything, like for weaving or whatever. You pour the coconut oil, of course, and this thing will float, and you can light this up, and that will serve you for your night light. Placemat, single placemat, is used for only a special occasion, like probably birthday. A double placemat is intended for bride and groom getting married. Of course, you need hat when you're tending your farm. And back in the, this is still popular up to the 60s. People, employment is present at that time. People use this to carry their, prepare food and stock it here. They carry it going to work. The design could come in so many designs. You could use this for multi-purpose, even food or anything like that. Any questions so far? Okay, we could proceed to the next hot quiz. I'm sorry.